I came home to an empty driveway and a lockbox swinging like a noose. My own mother had sold my house while I sipped my tais 4,000 miles away. She stood in the yard, arms crossed, grinning like she'd cured cancer. "You're homeless now, Elias." Smile. I did. And that's when her face cracked, because the house she torched. It wasn't mine to lose. My name is Elias Rowan. 34. I sell dreams wrapped in granite countertops and south-facing windows. My trunk carries lockboxes, tape measures, and a thermos of coffee that's always cold by the third showing. I'm the brother who fixes leaks at 2 a.m., who Venmos $40 for Natalie's emergency latte without asking questions. I'm the reliable one. The quiet one. The one they forget is in the room until the bill comes. Growing up, our house smelled like lemon pledge and resentment. Mom kept a mason jar labeled rainy days on the fridge, except the rain always fell on Natalie. Straight A's from me. Expected. A C- from her. She's blooming. Dad would say, ruffling her hair while I scraped paint off my knuckles from fixing the fence. I learned early, love was a ledger, and I was always in the red. 2 years ago I found the property. A half-built modern farmhouse the developer couldn't move. Sleek lines, barn doors, a porch that begged for rocking chairs. I didn't buy it outright, too much debt, too many unknowns. Instead I formed Cedar Hollow LLC, signed a master lease with a locked-in purchase option, and turned it into a cash flow machine. Traveling surgeons, displaced families, honeymooners who left 5-star reviews and forgot to steal the towels. I told my parents I was staying there. Easier than explaining beneficial interest to people who think escrow is a swear word. The night before Maui, I walked the empty rooms barefoot. String lights flickered on a timer, painting gold coins across the grass. I inhaled lemon cleaner and possibility. My phone buzzed. "Mom, text when you land. Don't overshare. People get jealous." I smiled, locked the door, and left the key under the fake rock that actually worked. Day 4 in paradise, Natalie posted an Instagram story, a champagne flute, bubbles rising like tiny accusations. Caption, "Big moves coming." I swiped past. My phone stayed on airplane mode. The ocean didn't care about debts or sisters. Day 7. I'm licking pineapple off my fingers when I finally turn the phone on. Notifications avalanche, 23 missed calls. Dad's text preview glows like a flare, urgent, house sold. Call now. My pulse drums in my throat. I dial. Mom answers breathless, triumphant. "We fixed everything, Elias." "You're welcome." Fixed. Everything. I hear Natalie in the background laughing, ice clinking. Mom keeps talking but the words smear, cash buyer, quick deed, family first. My coffee goes cold. The beach blurs. I book the red eye with shaking thumbs. Last text from Dad, "Tough love, son. You'll thank us." But that wasn't the worst of it. I land at 3 a.m., jaw sandpaper, eyes bloodshot. Drive straight to the house. A U-Haul idles in the driveway like a sleeping beast. Mom stands under the porch light in her quilted robe, directing movers like she's staging a coup. "There's my jet setter," she calls, voice syrupy. Inside, the air smells like betrayal and Febreze. Golf shirt guy, the buyer, snaps photos by the fireplace. Natalie emerges from the kitchen in my favorite hoodie, the one I left folded on the dryer. "Maui was cute on you," she smirks. "Too bad you're couch surfing now." I herd them into the living room. Dust motes float like ash. Mom launches in. "Natalie's debt was drowning us, $218,000. We saved her. Saved you from that mortgage you couldn't handle." I laugh. Can't help it. There was no mortgage. Dad's face purples. "Watch your tone." I pull the lease from my backpack, option agreement glowing like a loaded gun. Cedar Hollow LLC owns the controlling interest. You forged a deed to a property you don't hold title to. That's fraud. 3 counts. Golf shirt guy's thumbs freeze mid-scroll. Natalie snorts. Always with the dramatics, Elias. I turn to her. "How much did the wire pay off?" She blinks. None of your $218,000, Mom cuts in proudly. Plus a little for your fresh start. I nod slow. And the rest? Dad shrugs. Car's paid off. Cruise deposit. You'll get $40,000, generous, considering. 40,000. For a $420,000 asset. Golf shirt guy edges toward the door. I block him with a look. Record that deed and I'll sue you into bankruptcy. Your E&O won't cover intentional fraud. He bolts. Mom's mouth opens, closes. Natalie's phone buzzes, probably her creditor group chat celebrating. I lean in, voice low. You didn't sell my house. You sold a lawsuit. And I'm the plaintiff. But that still wasn't the worst of it. The next 48 hours are a fever. Mom leaves voicemails that curdle milk, you're breaking your father's heart. The church is praying for your pride. Natalie posts a TikTok, slow motion hair flip, text overlay when your brother chooses money over blood. 1.2 million views. Dad shows up at my office, bellowing past reception. My assistant Mia, 5'0", zero fear, plants herself like a boulder. Sir, we're on legal notice. Communicate in writing or not at all. He leaves muttering about ungrateful millennials. I file the affidavit of fraud before lunch. The title company flags the parcel. The wire reverses, $380,000 clawing back into the buyer's account like a horror movie. He calls me whimpering, I just wanted a flip. I sleep in my office chair, tie loosened, shoes still on. Dream of string lights flickering out one by one. Sunday dinner. I go because endings should have witnesses. The table's set like a hostage negotiation, roast chicken, cloth napkins, Mom's fake smile stretched thin. Dad starts, we have a proposal. I raise an eyebrow. Here it comes. Mom slides a folder across the table. Inside, a new lease. Natalie Rowan, tenant. Elias Rowan, landlord. $1,200 per month, market rate waived, 4 family. Plus a side letter, I co-sign her new Amex with a $15,000 limit. Natalie won't meet my eyes. I flip the folder shut. No. Dad slams the table. Glasses jump. You owe us. For what? My voice is ice. For raising me to be your ATM. For teaching Natalie that consequences are optional. Mom's lip trembles. We were scared. She was going to lose everything. I stand. The chair scrapes like a verdict. You want the real secret? The one that kept me smiling in that driveway. They lean in despite themselves. I pull out my phone, open the county recorder. Search, parcel 178-44-091. Owner of record, Cedar Hollow LLC. Then I swipe to the articles of organization. Sole member, Elias Rowan. But the clincher? The articles were filed 3 days before Maui. With a single addendum, irrevocable transfer of 100% membership interest to the Rowan family irrevocable trust upon my death, or upon attempted unauthorized sale by blood relatives. Mom gasps. Dad's face drains. I zoom in on the trustee line. Trustee, Shay O'Connor, ESQ my paralegal. My friend. The one they never met. Translation, even if they'd succeeded, the house would have locked into a trust they can't touch. I planned for this. For them. Natalie whispers, you set us up. No, I say. I protected myself from people who love me conditionally. The house was never the asset. The boundary was. Silence stretches like a held breath. I walk out. The door clicks. My phone lights up, 33 missed calls. I flip it face down and drive into the night. 3 months later, the house is mine outright. I bought it with clean financing and a heart that finally fits the rooms. Some nights I sit on the porch, string lights humming, coffee steaming. No texts. No guilt. Mom mails forgiveness pamphlets. I recycle them. Natalie's rebranded as a debt-free queen, her shredded cards have 2 million views. Dad asks about mortgage rates like I'm a stranger. I answer professionally. Love costs. I just stopped paying retail. If this were your family, if they sold your future to bail out your sibling, would you forgive them? Or would you finally lock the door? Tell me in the comments. And if you've ever had to choose yourself over blood, subscribe. You're not alone.